ساتوی پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور ساتوی پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا
Good evening. Today is Monday, January 6, 2025. I'm Suleiman Talash and you are watching RTA News. Let's dive into today's news updates. Maulavi Abdul Salam Hanafi, the administrative deputy of the Prime Minister, met with workers, shopkeepers, and members of the Chamber of Agriculture, Livestock, Industries, and Mines. They expressed gratitude to the Islamic Emirate for reducing taxes on gold, which supports local businesses. Attendees reported growth in trade, investment, and production in Afghanistan, noting improvements in economic conditions and domestic product support. Mr. Hanafi emphasized the Islamic Emirates' commitment to facilitating business opportunities and improving employment. He encouraged all businessmen and investors to contribute to Afghanistan's development through domestic investment. The Ministry of Energy and Water says that the 500 kilowatt power transmission project from Baghlan's Khwaja Alwan plain to Kabul's Arghandi is 73% completed. According to the spokesperson for the ministry, once the project is completed, 12 provinces including Kabul will benefit from its electricity. We have more details in this report.
The spokesperson of the Ministry of Energy and Water said that the work of transmission of the 500 kilowatt power line from Khwaja Alwan plain of Pili to Arghandi of Kabul has been completed by 73%. And with its completion, Kandahar, Nangarhar, Laghman, Logar, Paktia, and coast provinces will benefit from electricity.
A 500 kilowatt transmission line project from Alwan to Arghandi Kabul province has reached 73% progress. The project, which is 238 kilometers long, will solve the electricity problems of 12 provinces including Kabul province upon its completion.
Meanwhile, industrialists in the country say that with the completion of the 500 kilowatt project, the problems of industrialists in industrial parks will be permanently solved. They also call on the Islamic Emirate to work towards a permanent solution to the problems of electricity shortage.
We would have 20 hours of electricity, especially in the industry, which is investing in thousands of factories, waiting for land and investment, and which plays a very important role in industrial and economic sectors.
Project to transmit the 500 kilowatt power line from Puli-Khumri's Khwaja Alwan plain to Kabul's Arghandi began in the 2016 with the financial support of the Asian Development Bank. It was stopped by the Development Bank due to political changes in Afghanistan and was also resumed in 1403 by the Ministry of Energy and Water of the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan with the investment of a private company.
Maulavi Atiqullah Zizi, the Deputy Minister of Arts and Culture at the Ministry of Information and Culture, announced Afghanistan's support for strengthening cultural relations with Russia and other regional countries. During a meeting in Kabul with a delegation led by Jemunat Omarov, the director of the Academy of Sciences at the Chechen Republic and Deputy Chairman of the Council of Peoples of the Russian Federation, he emphasized the common historical and cultural ties between the Afghan people and those of Chechen Republic. Jemunat Omarov expressed his pleasure in visiting Afghanistan and highlighted the importance of enhancing cultural relations between the two countries. The Ministry of Energy and Water has announced that since the beginning of the current fiscal year, 21 different projects have been implemented in Paktia at the total cost of approximately 40 million Afghanis. According to a statement released by the ministry, these projects include the excavation, reconstruction, and cleaning of various water infrastructure such as dams, canals, ponds, and drinking water wells. The projects, which were carried out in Gardez, the capital of Paktia, as well as in the Zermatt and Rohani Baba districts, have overall expenses of 38,935,932 Afghanis. The Ministry of Motors and Disabled Affairs distributed electric wheelchairs to several individuals with disabilities. The ministries partnered with a welfare organization to provide electric wheelchairs to 80 individuals with disabilities, enhancing their quality of life. So far, 30 wheelchairs have been distributed, with the rest to follow soon. The event was attended by officials including Sheikh Abdul Hakim Haqqani, Deputy Minister of Motors and Disabled Affairs, Maulavi Sanaullah Furqani, Director of Social Services in Kabul, and Qari Shamsul Amin Zahir, the Director of Motors and Disabled Affairs. Kunduz Police Headquarters officials report that the criminal activity in the province has decreased compared to previous years, with 907 arrests made this year on various charges. Residents of the province have expressed gratitude for the security forces' efforts and have committed to cooperating with authorities to combat crime. More details in this report.
The Crime Combating Directorate of the Kunduz Police Headquarters has arrested 907 individuals on various charges during the current solar year and has submitted their cases to the appropriate justice and judicial authorities. In addition, officials from the Provincial Police Headquarters reported that over the past 9 months, they have registered 435 criminal cases and recovered 11 weapons from those involved.
And 435 cases of robbery, murder, moral corruption, electronic crimes, internal conflicts, forgery, and fraud. 907 people have been arrested along with 11 different weapons and 38 vehicles, and their cases have been submitted to the judicial departments.
On the other hand, some residents of Kunduz province are happy with the good security situation and say that they are ready to cooperate with their intelligence and security forces in arresting criminals in any situation.
No one can interfere here unnecessarily, nor can they wander around unnecessarily, nor can they do wrong activities. The security forces stand like a shield against all kinds of criminals and thieves. We are very happy with the Islamic Emirate and made this government be permanent and stable. There is very good security here, and we are very happy and satisfied with our security forces. Previously, there was a lot of insecurity here. We could not travel on this road, but now we can travel with peace of mind, and there is no problem.
The residents of Kunduz province are expressing their happiness with the security situation in the province at a time when the Islamic Emirate has taken power and the people are living in a peaceful atmosphere.
The Badghis Provincial Department of Statistics and Information reports that over 40,000 paper and electronic ID cards have been distributed in the province over the past 6 months. According to the department, the agency responsible for ID card distribution has been active in all districts of Badghis. In addition to distributing ID cards, the agency also provides services for correcting paper ID cards, verifying IDs, registering vital events, and issuing birth and death certificates. Muhammad Ashraf Haq Shanas, the spokesperson for the Ministry of Public Works, announced on its X page that the cleaning work on the Salang Highway has been completed and the highway has been reopened to both small and large passenger vehicles today. He urged all drivers to exercise extreme caution while traveling on this route for safety reasons. The highway had been closed to traffic since Friday due to heavy snowfall, storms, and reduced visibilities. The Ministry of Refugees and Repatriation has announced the distribution of land to refugees in Daikundi province. During the opening ceremony, Qari Fasihuddin Fitrat, the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces, stated that the Islamic Emirate, as a responsible government, is committed to addressing the challenges faced by all refugees. And the final one is that the Rural Rehabilitation and Development Department of Maidan Wardak Province has announced the initiation of over 100 water supply projects this year. Local administration officials state that these projects have a total cost of nearly 50 million Afghanis. Once completed, they will successfully address the drinking water issues faced by residents. And that's all for tonight. Stay with us to stay updated. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful night.
ساتوی پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور ساتوی پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا